So let's have a quick discussion about Elon Musk doing the Yahtzee salute. This is going to be about that as well as further information on why you should stop making excuses for him. Let's begin. So, did you know that the same day that he did that was actually the anniversary of the Wannsee Conference? The Wannsee Conference is something that historically in Holocaust history, it's when the Yahtzee party got together to organize what to do with the Jewish problem. And you're defending it. Oh, and before you try to say that it was an autistic stem, that is so offensive to autistic people. Autistic people, adults mainly, have spent their whole lives masking. If you don't know what masking is, it's where people will automatically look at everything around them and they will either put on a mask to copy everything around them so they are considered normal, or they refuse to do that at all. But masking, that's what that is. Masking. So autistic people spent their whole life picking up social cues from neurotypical people on what to do and what not to do. What will get them bullied, what will get them attacked, what will have people talking shit about them, what will have people saying that they're weirdos, what will have people misunderstanding them. They spent their whole life masking and figuring out those details, and you think that they are not smart enough? You think that autistic people are not smart enough to know to never do a fucking Yahtzee salute? That's not an autistic stem. That's a Yahtzee salute. And here's further proof of it. Did you know that Elon Musk's grandmother on his mother's side actually supported Adolf? She has supported Adolf. She also supported African apartheid.
Which is human. Also apparently the descendant of members of the Nazi Party of Canada.
Her parents, by the way, were very fanatical in favor of apartheid. This is quite interesting. Her parents came to South Africa from Canada because they sympathized with the Afrikaner government. They used to support Hitler and all that sort of stuff. But they didn't know, obviously, I don't think they knew what the Nazis were doing. But they in Canada, they were in the German party in Canada. And they sympathized with the Germans.
Yeah.
So when the Afrikaners government came into power here in 1948, then May's father, who was quite an interesting guy, he was a very good pilot, he said he wants to be with the Afrikaners because he agrees with apartheid, you see. You see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And he came out here with his family.
And didn't that cause tension with you? Because you don't...
Yeah, that caused a lot of tension with me. And because I was a director of NUSAS, which was a National Union of South African Students, which was a very anti-apartheid body, you know. And I argued with them a lot, and they used to tell me, it used to be like rude to me, you know, and the parents. And then when May was in her final year, around about that time, I said, look, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't want to come to your house anymore. I don't like your parents.
Gee.
You see? Really? So then she cried. She said, but don't worry about them. I said, no, I'm finished. I'm not interested in this nonsense. And her parents even said they're going to get somebody else to go out with her. They don't even want me to go out with her, you know. Things like that. You know, typical. Typical, you know. It's quite normal. You're getting that everywhere.
That's nuts.
This is no fucking accident. He didn't just say, oh, I'm giving my heart out. Because if he said that, he would have done exactly what the fuck I just did. I'm giving my heart out to you. Not... And for those people that are saying it's a Roman salute, same fucking difference. You're just trying to find excuses. And at this point, it's not even just you're in denial. Because you being in denial would mean that you truly don't believe that he did that on purpose. At this point, it's looking more like you're one of them and you're trying to gaslight everyone. So that what comes next happens without any fight. Happens without anybody being heard about it. I'm tired of it. You feel safe making excuses for people like that because you're white. You won't be racially profiled as you walk down the street. You won't have people asking, hey, where are your papers? Are you illegal? Assuming that you're illegal. You won't have people asking you as you walk down the street to give me your papers the same way that they did to the Jewish people. You can afford to be wrong by denying what's right in front of your face. Be wrong as if you don't actually know what the fuck you're lying about. Sure. We can't afford to make excuses and say, oh, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. We can't afford that. Because if we're wrong and he did that shit on purpose, which I believe he fucking did, further things come next after that that harm people like me, BIPOC people, LGBTQ plus people, Jewish people, immigrants. But you are not affected. So you get to say things like that. His own child has come out and talked against him. And by the way, the white supremacists and the triple K groups and the Yahtzee groups in America, they don't think it was an accident. They see it for what it really is, and they support him. And you're on their side when you make excuses for Elon and Trump. Realize you are on the side of the triple K. You're on the wrong side of history. I can't even tell you to wake up anymore because you've been awake this whole time. You see what's happening and you don't care because it's not going to affect you. It'll affect your friends, it'll affect your family, it'll affect your children, it'll affect your grandchildren, but it won't affect you, so you don't give a fuck. I won't be screaming in your face for you to wake up. I'm just hoping that you gain an ounce of fucking humanity in your heart, an ounce of empathy in your heart, an ounce of being able to listen to the marginalized people around you, telling you this is going down a bad path and you're not listening. You're not listening. When will you begin to listen? When they start rounding us up in the fucking streets? When they start putting us in concentration camps? Oh, they've already been doing that shit for years to black and brown people and LGBTQ plus people. Oh, you didn't know there were conversion camps for gay kids? AKA concentration camps for gay kids to go and do slave labor and deal with shock therapy until they say, oh, I'm straight now, I'm cured. Did you not know that? Did you not know that they have already been separating children from their families to be R-worded and SA'd and then die in ICE detention facilities alone? I guess I'm not surprised. Historically, your people have been doing this to everyone that doesn't look like you and turning a blind eye. I guess I'm not fucking surprised. I am very disappointed. I thought maybe humanity had come a little bit further, but really it's just cementing in my mind why I am a misanthrope and why I have no hope for humanity and why I hate humans and why I would love to just move into an underground bunker. Which, working on it, by the way. When you all destroy each other with your hatred and your bigotry and your bullshit and you destroy the world, there will be people that have already made bunkers underground that will be surviving the end. And you people that made excuses for this shit to continue, you won't. One more fucking thing. Did you know that the U.S. Constitution, the literal website from the White House of the U.S. Constitution has disappeared? Maybe it's because they're violating the 14th fucking amendment when they're talking about getting rid of birthright citizenship. Maybe that's why. Or did you also know that there's a whole government-funded women's health website thing, source that's completely gone too? Like, I want to say wake up so bad, but you're not even asleep. You just don't care about the people around you that are not like you. But dear you, when it starts affecting your daughter, because it's going to affect women as well. When it starts affecting your daughter, your wife, your girlfriend, your sister, maybe then you'll wake up. But again, you're not even asleep. You just don't care till it affects you. And I hope it does, to be honest. I hope it fucking does, because this is what the fuck you voted for.